Every song I attach great memories to, Jake.
I love that.
Honestly, I really do. There's such a back catalogue of this incredible music with Scissor Sisters.
Thank you. I'm proud of all of it.
It was tough work at the same time, and it was partly why I think you all decided we need a little bit of a breather from this. And it wasn't and it wasn't an official break, it was a hiatus.
Yeah.
So you're still not officially broken up?
No. And it had been a solid 10 years, you know, and I feel like everyone's got their own dreams, and, you know, we'd work nonstop, so I felt like it was a good time for everybody to go follow their own, you know, their own path.
And you're very honest. I mean, you had a bit of a time where, like, personally, there had been a breakup, you moved away from your home, and it was relatively turbulent. And so through that period, I think it is just a different chapter in your life,
Totally.
really.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you know, when we sort of disbanded for the moment, it was just a strange time. I mean, my main songwriting partner lived across the country from me, and I really wanted to make music, but I wasn't really sure exactly how or what I was going to do. So I really shook things up. I moved to New Orleans from Los Angeles on my own, and just to see what would happen. I'd always really wanted to go to New Orleans, and it changed my life.
And you do talk about sort of anxiety and that anxious sort of feeling kicking in quite a bit.
Yeah, I used to have it. I used to have it terribly. I used to get very anxious. It would sort of lead to depression, and you'd kind of. But now I know how to. I've learned over the years, like, really how to deal with it, and you know, it still happens, but it's. I think when I was younger, it was a lot harder to know what to do with it.
Yeah, well, I think you become a bit more comfortable in your own skin, really, don't you?
Yeah.
And then I think the songwriting just came back naturally again to you, didn't it? When you just felt you were in a bit of a better place.
Yeah, well, you know, I need to be happy to be writing what I want to write. And so I really had to stop and think, what is it I want to do with my life? And I'd always wanted to go to New Orleans. So I was like, here I come. and it was exactly what I wanted to do. And it was a place that just made me so happy, makes me so happy. And it was just a completely new environment where I didn't know anyone. And I was kind of living a quiet life and observing everything, just loving the city, sitting on the Mississippi River. And
that sounds pretty near perfect.
Oh, it's amazing. It was amazing. I live right next to the Mississippi there, so you can just climb over the levee and just sit there, and it's stunningly beautiful. So yeah, and then I just waited to see what happened. When songs started coming, and fun songs, and then I just was getting really inspired.
Yeah.
And made this record that I'm incredibly proud of.
There's still flavors of Scissor Sisters there as well, isn't there?
Absolutely. It's the most complex thing I've ever made. There's about 50 people playing on this record. It was all created live. And it took a couple solid years to make, but I'm as a piece, I'm really, I think people that have loved the music over the years are going to flip over this album.
Well, that's kind of the thing, I guess. I don't know if you felt that in any sort of pressure, but when you've had this huge numbers of fans, like millions of fans all over the world who've loved the Scissor Sisters, that you kind of don't want to be too different from what they've known. Yeah. Or did you feel that there was a pressure to keep them happy?
You know, there's this thing like, oh, what do I do? Do I make dance music? What am I doing? And I just had this realization that, like, I'm me. I've got my own special taste and my own special aesthetic. I love writing songs a certain way. I love a sense of humor. I love a big, you know, schmaltzy ballad. I love honky-tonk piano. Why don't I just do what I do and make my dream record, the record that I would want to put on and listen to from top to bottom. So I think I just had to kind of have a bit of self-acceptance.
Yes, yeah.
I think there was a couple years, and I had to sort of reassess who I was and bring that out in this album. So I think figuring out not to shy away from that and sort of embracing that about myself is what sort of allowed this record to kind of come through.
Well, there's a few whispers in the papers here about a potential collaboration with Kylie, who I know you're great friends with. So, I mean, it would just be like hanging out with your best mate all day, I guess, to put a record together.
I mean, that would be my dream. I'm so proud of her with Golden. I mean, she is just, and she's so happy. And, oh my gosh, that's at her birthday.
That was her birthday, wasn't it?
I surprised her at her birthday, which was one of the most fun moments ever. But she's just one of my dearest friends, and we have so much fun writing together, and we love hanging together, and we love singing together. So hopefully, in time to come, yeah, there'll be.
It could potentially happen. That would make us fans very,
yeah.
very happy. And potentially Scissor Sisters could come back too.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's all on the agenda. It's so great to see you.
Thank you
Jake,
for having
honestly.
me. Yes.